people ask me at work, like, what do you do? And I'm like, oh, I'm a comedian, you know. They'll go, tell me a joke. I said, what do you do? They're like, I'm a real estate agent. I'm like, well, sell me a house, bitch. Never works. So, take a look at me before I say this. People ask me all the time, what are you? You know, what's your ethnicity? And it's disappointing when I tell them that I'm white. You know, it's not what they're looking for. Dishwater European doesn't really work for an answer. I asked my mom once, I was like, Mom, what's like going on here? And she like mentioned French, and I had an identity crisis, and I cut bangs. Now here we are. But eventually I did. I got my 23andMe done, and I found out that I'm like French, British, German, Irish, and like a little Iberian. Not enough to get a scholarship, but like enough, you know. But I'm from Iowa. Thank you. That tells me what I need to know. And when I moved out here, everyone was like, "Oh man, what's Ohio like?" I was like, "It's Iowa, it's Iowa." And I'm like, I don't want to stereotype where I'm from, but like if I were to sum it up, you know, it's like corn, cows, and crystal. Yeah. Meth. Listen, I know I look like a homegrown gal, but I make a mean methamphetamine, you know? There's more than junk in this trunk. So, and then after that, they're like, what'd you do in Idaho for fun? You know? I'm like, Iowa, different starch. Still good, but different starch. And I'd be like, well, you know, sat outside of Urban Outfitters and people watched, you know? Maybe there was Black and Milds in our hands, maybe there wasn't. My mom's in the audience, don't let her know. I love a good cheap cigar, guys. I do. But being from Iowa, I live out in the country. I did. And no, I know what you're thinking. And I did not live on a farm with horses and cows and all that, but my neighbor did, all right? Very lovely property, nice piece of land. But when you live in the country, there's no storming out. You know, you can't get pissed because it takes 30 minutes to get into town. So by the time you get in town, those rolling hills, that calm, cool, twisted road, you're good. You know, you're toned down. You're at the bar having a whiskey. It's all good at that point. No coming home pissed after that. But when I moved out here, I'd go home and people were like, big city girl, you know, what's LA like? And I'd be like, well, I don't want to stereotype LA, but come on, you know, crystals, cornrows, and not Christmas, because turns out everyone's here is Jewish, and I found that out the hard way. Yeah, woo-hoo! So my first job out here, my first Christmas, I kept telling people, you know, like, Merry Christmas, have a great, you know, Christmas, what are you doing? They're like, oh, we already celebrated our holiday. I'm like, where'd you go, what'd you do? And they're like, what'd Santa bring? And they're like, and I was like, what? And you know, it's not my fault, you guys, you know, like I came from Iowa. I went to a school where there was no ethnicity, no diversity, no electricity. I was homeschooled. Yeah. So, I've been single for 5 years. It's my longest relationship. Thank you, longest relationship. Single is, it's a choice. It's a choice not made by me, but it is definitely a choice. And I'm honestly, I'm not looking for anything serious. Just a boyfriend. Yeah, I changed my Tinder bio to that, and it has not gotten the response that I wanted. And it started to make me think, like, do you ever wonder, like, how many of your Tinder matches have died? I'm serious, because like, I have over 2,000, and statistically speaking, they can't all be alive. Think about it. And I started cross-checking with the obituaries. And John Paul III recently passed away, and he super liked me, damn it. Now what? This brings a new level to ghosting. It does. I used to live on a maxi pad off Wilshire, which for those of you that don't know, that is a bachelor pad for a female. But it was so small it could have been considered a panty liner. You know, did what it needed to do and got tossed away for the day. Yeah, and when you live off Wilshire, you experience catcalling, you know? And my new tactic the next time someone tries to catcall me, I'm gonna be like, someone give me a whistle, please. Thank you, I asked for it. So yeah, okay. I like sugarfish sushi and SK donuts. I'm a Pisces, so I can be a little stubborn at a time. My mom only paid like 1/3 of my calls, so if you can be a little more caring, consistent, that'd be great. And if you have a Costco membership, I can really see this going somewhere. I don't know, you guys. He could be the one. I'm like sick of swiping. I'm over it. And living off Wilshire, I didn't have parking. You know, we all know how that goes. It's LA. It's the worst. And I Ubered. I would Uber to work. And one day this big fucking Chevy Silverado truck picks me up. was like, geez, I haven't seen any of these since Iowa. And I get in. I'm going to paint this picture for you. He has an AK-47 bumper sticker on the back and also a tag hanging in the rearview mirror. And I was like, oh, God, what the hell? So I get in, I'm like, great, here we go, off to work. He's like, you going to brunch? And I was like, no, I'm going to work. He's like, where you work at? I was like, Gracias Madre, it's a vegan Mexican restaurant. He's like, oh, thank you, yeah. He's like, are you vegan? I was like, yeah, actually, yeah, I am. And he's like, you don't look like a vegan. Excuse me? He's like, you don't look like a vegan. You look like you eat meat. You know, you ain't got dainty wrists. In the back, fuming in this AK-47 bumper stickered Chevy Silverado, and I wanted to be like, yeah, you know what you look like? You look like the catalyst for the next murder documentary on Netflix, but I'm not saying anything. You know, he's got on those all-black New Balance leather shooter shoes. We all know who those are. As a dead person you report at a movie theater. Suspicious activity. All right, so I decided that I'm gonna start shopping for a husband at Whole Foods. Yeah, because nothing screams financially secure like a fat man at Whole Foods. I'm like, if you can't say no to a gluten-free croissant, you're not going to be able to say no to me, and that's what I'm looking for. Thank you, guys.